Hey, everybody, welcome back to Steve Reads a Comic. I'm Sean. With me, as always, is Steve.
Hey, Steve here, Team Hufflepuff.
And Rob.
Hello.
Rob, who looks very confused when you identified as a Hufflepuff.
Sorry, man. I took a couple tests this week, and there's no denying it. I am Hufflepuff.
What are you talking about?
It's Harry Potter. What
Harry
house
Potter.
are you? The house you end up in.
Is there a test you can take?
Yeah, there's an official one on the website, in the Wizarding World website. I'm a Ravenclaw. And again, Maggie is canonically a Slytherin no matter where she takes. She was sorted by the official fucking hat at Warner Brothers into Slytherin. She is fucking Slytherin. And she's salty about it. And I'm salty because I'm not Slytherin. Because Slytherin is the cool house. That's where the cool kids are.
But remember, you can actually choose the house you want to be in.
You can influence it. So like Harry Potter's kid who ended up in Slytherin. I don't know if that was intentional or not.
Wait a minute. Are you saying not answer the questions honestly?
No. Did you watch the movies?
It's been a while.
Yeah. Well, at the end, he tells them, he said you could choose whatever house you wanted to be in.
I fucked up on my quiz then.
Well, Maggie said you were a Hufflepuff too. She's like, Steve's a Hufflepuff. Because she said that is the house of the good-hearted morons.
Yeah, I did. I was like, Sean and Maggie have another podcast called Couple Goals with S&M, and they just started one again. And Sean was saying some of the same stuff he was saying on this one because they were talking about Harry Potter again. And I thought Maggie would defend it a little bit more, but I think we both come to the realization that like there's no defense for those, like I still disagree with Sean about, I think the first four are worth watching, but as far as like, I can't argue it's a fucking kids movie. I'm like, I have no idea why I latched on to as much as I did. And the thing that got me was they mentioned Hufflepuff, just the word Hufflepuff. And like right there, it was like a moment of truth. It was like a light bulb, bing, like Hufflepuff. Like, yeah. It's a fucking kids movie. You can't have the word Hufflepuff in a movie and not say it's kids. I don't know why. I still disagree with some Sean's stuff, but I got to stop. I can't defend it anymore saying it's not a kids movie. It's a fucking kids movie.
Who said it wasn't a kids movie?
I mean, I just don't. I thought it was a kids movie, but I was like, there's still adult stuff. But when you have the word Hufflepuff, no, you're done.
I think there's certain. And Rob, you could turn your volume down if you want, if Steve's too loud, and he is too loud.
How do I do that? Because it's not working.
On your computer volume. If I do that, though, then I won't be able to hear you, so I'm just screwed. I can
move my mic back a little.
I can just keep damaging my hearing as Steve's volume pierces my brain.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Man, that hurt my ear, man.
Yeah, it does. It really does. And because you're so quiet, though, I can't turn it down. Well,
I'll just talk louder as long as he doesn't scream in my ear anymore.
He does that.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Please
That's
stop
not
yelling.
as bad.
I moved it away a little.
So again, wait. What do you guys think I
am? You're definitely, I don't know. I have no idea. You're probably Gryffindor or Hufflepuff. You got to be one of those two.
Yeah. You're probably a Hufflepuff as well.
How do you take the test?
You go to wizardingworld.com. Create an account.
Stop. I just went online and just took a test. It was like some site called Quizzoto. And I was like, you know how Harry's like, not Slytherin. Like the whole time I'm taking, I'm like, not Hufflepuff. So I take it and I'm like, fuck Hufflepuff. So I immediately texted or screenshotted that and sent it to Sean. I was like, oh fuck. And Sean's like, dude, you got to take the official fucking Harry Potter sorting hat on the site. And I was like, oh, fuck. All right, I'll do that. So I went there and I was like, oh dude, I got to give him my email. I was like, I don't want to do this. Sean's like, dude, just do it. They've had my email for years. I was like, you motherfucker. You're talking shit about Harry Potter. Meanwhile, you've been a member of the fan club for over 20 years now.
No.
You fucking asshole. So anyway, I took the official one and I was Hufflepuff again.
He's still Hufflepuff.
That's not Hufflepuff.
All right. And just to clarify, I've been a member, and it'll show you when you signed up. I signed up in 2020. I signed up because of one of Maggie's friends at the time wanted me to get sorted.
Fake news.
because I took a quiz that said I was Hufflepuff, and she got salty. Maggie's friend got salty as fuck because she was like, "I'm a Hufflepuff. There's no way you're a Hufflepuff," and she was like legit angry. And I'm just dying laughing, and I'm like, I'm a fucking Hufflepuff, you know. I'm just like rubbing it because it's all meaningless. It's all stupid. None of it matters. And she's like, well, now you have to go take the actual quiz. And apparently, I got sorted into Raven. It says Ravenclaw now, and I the only thing I remember is the Hufflepuff thing. Is that when her friend found out I was Hufflepuff, she was genuinely angry. Like, there is no way you're a Hufflepuff. I'm like, I have no idea what any of that means, but I know it upsets you, so I'm going to keep pressing that I am also Hufflepuff.
Oh, shit. That's great.
Yeah, I will never know what I am because they want my email and I have to make a password. And if they want my email, I'm okay with that, but I am not making another goddamn password if I don't have
password.
That's
not enough bandwidth for another fucking password.
I can't do it. I'm out.
Use my password for voodoo.
So this was funny too, is like after Steve listened to the other podcast, Couple Goals with S&M, I called him on the phone and we were talking, and that's when he told me that moment of realization, because I was just losing it on the other podcast. I was just naming things that J.K. Rowling had named, I was like, dude, they have Hogwarts, they have Hufflepuff, they have Rita Skeeter. This is not geared towards adults, just admit it. And like, I guess when Steve heard Hufflepuff, he just literally, his whole defense just crumbled.
Right. Like that word, one word, Hufflepuff. I was like, I have no defense. I'm done.
I didn't know we were defending that though.
That's all. That's what you guys did last week.
No.
Well, I
never said it wasn't a kids movie. I don't think. I don't know, Steve.
The difference, I think, between this,
we said it was a kids movie, but like he was still attacking us.
I was saying, how as an adult could you enjoy it when it was so? It's not like a kids movie like Toy Story or like any Pixar movie where it's clearly geared towards adults and kids. To me, Harry Potter is more like He-Man, where it's geared towards a very specific range of age child. And that's what I was saying. And I was saying, again, not that it's bad, but I don't understand being attracted to it as an adult. But let's not rehash. We've got. I don't want to
shut the hell up, Ravenclaw.
I've got all that stuff out of my system.
I don't even know what did Ravenclaw even do in the movie. You suck.
So The Incredibles was just for sophisticated adults then.
So, dude, that's a very adult movie. Like, the whole first movie. You want to get into it? We're gonna end up watching it here. The first movie deals with themes of adulthood, parenting, impotence. Like all these themes are dealt with in that movie in a subtle way, but it definitely dealt with. It's definitely geared towards adults, and it was the first PG Pixar movie. So, see right there, it's clearly for like 30-year-olds. I rest my case.
I got no defense. Hufflepuff.
It's like Hufflepuff.
I can't argue anymore. Like I'm done. Like you win.
I appreciate it, and I have now that there's nothing to argue about. I'm just like, I guess we're done with Harry Potter.
I was like, this show sucks now.
Right.
Do you have a beer, Steve?
No, just water.
Oh, well then he is done arguing.
Sorry. Yeah,
he was drinking that day, I think, when I was talking to him.
Yeah, I was.
So maybe. All right, so a couple things here. Everybody watched the Moon Knight trailer.
Fuck yes, dude. Rob?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. I'm fucking pumped.
I'm not jizzing in my pants from it.
I am, dude. The fucking
you
Crescent
say that
Crusader,
about
the Lunar Legionnaire, the Fist of Khonshu. Moon Knight is back, baby, dude.
Back. What are you talking about?
It never came.
I've been reading them for a while now, so like I'm fucking pumped, dude. I can't wait. I just got done reading the last. It was Avengers called Age of Khonshu. I just finished that. Like I'm fucking ready to go for this series.
So yeah, I think it looks really cool. I'm intrigued by the setup. You know, they're clearly pursuing like the dissociative identity disorder thing.
Yeah.
Kind of taking a different slant on it. They committed fully to the costume, which I appreciate. That the costume looks great. You know, they did the full mask. You know, it's clearly mostly like CG and stuff. I have no issue with that though. They didn't half-ass the costume. That's one of the most important elements. I know I say that a lot about comic book adaptations, but yeah, that you got to nail the costume. That helps, dude. That's like 50% of it right there. If you can nail the costume, you have 50% of my backing already. Just instead of doing like the first X-Men movie, or all the X-Men movies where they just wear fucking black motorcycle suits or whatever. And it's like, come on, that's not.
How great was the suit when it like enveloped him too? Like, oh my god, dude!
It looks.
I don't know
my
how
concern that they had that scene where he's just beating that dude down, which I was like, cool, that looks violent. But I was kind of hoping this was going to be something that was going to end up on Hulu, because Disney's they've been doing that with like MODOK and Hitmonkey, putting their heavier fare on Hulu, but apparently it's still going to be Disney Plus, so it's a little disappointing.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe they'll go a little darker. Disney Plus, a little
I
darker.
Hope so. Yeah, I agree with Rob. I don't think they will, but yeah. So yeah, that looks exciting though. It comes out in March. That's like end of March, like March 30th, I think. So that I didn't realize that was coming up so soon.
When the hell's Ahsoka come out? I forgot that was even coming out.
That's no this year.
Is that this year?
I thought it was. Maybe
okay,
not.
I don't know. I know Obi-Wan. I think Obi-Wan's supposed to be out this year.
Sorry, that was the one I was thinking of. Never mind.
I
don't know when.
I didn't realize this, but the Flash movie is supposed to be out this year.
Yeah.
So Rob just laughed. Rob just laughed.
Oh man.
Hey, who knows? Because with Peacemakers is fucking fabulous right now, and
it's James Gunn. James Gunn.
I know, but they're saying this Flash movie is basically getting rid of the Snyder verse.
No, it's not. I don't believe that.
Maybe they'll go with a different tone or something. I don't know.
It's the same people that did Aquaman.
Well, no, the director is the guy who directed the two It movies.
I was like, you just scared me.
Same studio.
So yeah, Andy Muschietti, the guy who did the Stephen King It movies that came out a couple years ago, he's directing it.
Maybe.
But unfortunately, still Zack Snyder's influence looms large with the casting decisions.
Yeah, I hate the Flash. What's his name? Ezra something?
Yeah, Ezra Miller.
Him. I don't think.
I hate that guy. I want to hold him to Flash. But with the introduction of the the multiverse or whatever.
So since we're on DC, Peacemaker, huh?
Yeah.
So how well does James Gunn know how to develop characters?
All right. First of all, full spoiler alert for anything we're talking about going forward, just FYI. Second of all, yes, James Gunn. So I was talking to Maggie today. I was like, I think I'm just a James Gunn fan, and I didn't realize it. So going all the way back to the Specials, which came out in 2000, that was my introduction to James Gunn. He wrote that. Going all the way to Slither, which is a great body horror movie. Super with Rainn Wilson and Elliot Page. And then I remember I even followed him and his brother did a web series called PG Porn that was really funny. And Nathan Fillion was in one episode. And basically it was like these porno setups, like the Filthy Mechanic, and like they'd have like actual porn actors as the women typically, and they'd be like hitting on the guy, and the guy would just be like, yeah, but can you just fix my car or what? You know what I mean? Like it was, it was really funny. It was a funny like web series, like it wasn't on YouTube or anything. I don't remember where it was hosted, but it was solidly entertaining. I just, and then you got Guardians, obviously, and then the Suicide Squad, and now Peacemaker. This dude is just, I am a huge fan of how he works, how he writes, his sense of humor. I wish he was in charge of Deadpool. I think, I love Deadpool. If you're watching the video, you might notice I like Deadpool a little bit. But I like the movies. I just think a lot of the jokes don't land. They're just not that funny. And they're just constant. I really like the more James Gunn style approach to writing, where it's just, I don't know. It's not just constant one-liners and attempts at humor, because that just gets grating. But yeah, so this episode, Steve, did you early on, there is a character that Peacemaker.
Yes, I know exactly who you are. You're referring to matter-eating lad, dude. Is he going to be in the DC cinematic universe?
Well,
Please.
he is now.
I know, but I mean, I want to see him, you know? I was like, if anybody could bring that dude in, it's James Gunn, man. Like the last episode, you know, of this series, just have him like eating a Wendy's as the credits roll or something,
Right?
you know? Shoot, dude, when I first started reading comics, I was just going through comic books and just reading about different people and seeing who I'd like and stuff. And I remember coming across Matter Eating Lad, and I'm like, Sean, have you heard of this guy? Like, who is this guy? You know? And all he does, he just eats everything. And I found like his first issue, he's only in like one or maybe two, I don't know, but he's in limited issues, you know. And I don't think he has his own series. He just shows up in somebody else's.
Yeah, he's just a character.
Yeah. So
yeah, Matter Eater Lad.
He just eats everything. He can eat anything. And yes. I was like, this is my superhero. Like if I were to be a superhero, that would have been my power. So when they mentioned him in this last episode about shit a brick, man.
Did you suspect that's what I meant when I said you're gonna?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think you would know.
I was thinking there was like a raccoon DC, like a rocket raccoon only in the DC universe. I was like, what?
Like, Matter Eater Lad ate a Wendy's. They took too long with his fries or something.
He's like, I don't know. The guy's psycho.
And I was like, yes, leave it to James Gunn. He's not only introduced Matter Eater Lad, he's introduced Batmite in one of the previous episodes.
Yeah, I had no idea who that was.
Yeah, I remember reading a lot of stuff with him. I didn't like him when I was younger. He reminded me of like Mr. Mixex-Pitalik.
Oh yeah.
But he wears like this real droopy Batman costume and he floats around and he was always just like annoying. I was like, I don't like that guy. Now he's officially part of the DC cinematic universe and I think it's better for it. Like bring more comedy to the DC universe. It definitely needs it.
Right? Yeah. And like everybody's like, you can't do that. They're too dark. I'm like, they don't have to be.
All right. So Vigilante got some screen time this week and I thought that was great. I really liked that conversation he had with Peacemaker in the car, talking about being grateful for getting tortured. I liked he got to be a little bit of a badass in the prison scene.
That was cool. A great scene.
That was actually really cool. Judo Master was about to reveal something significant before Adebayo shot him. I hope he's not dead. I don't think he is.
No, he's on. They got him patched up. He'll be fine. Plus, he's in the main title or the opening title.
Well, they put everybody in that though.
Yeah,
they still got the janitor in there. So who knows how significant the janitor is actually going to be?
None of those people are dead, is what I'm saying.
That is true. Then we had Peacemaker lied about the butterfly, kept the butterfly, which is interesting. And then we find out fucking Mern is a butterfly. And like, how long has he been a butterfly?
Yeah.
So
it's good.
What are the butterflies? You know, is Judo Master going to reveal something about their nature that, you know, maybe they're not evil or whatever? And then one of my favorite parts, like we're getting deeper into Peacemaker's past. You know, really, like Rob was saying, really developing the character in his history, kind of learning why he is who he is, the way he is. And they played a great song by Faster Pussycat called House of Pain, which I like literally forgotten about. So I had to go and add that to my hair metal list.
That's the one where he's
the 80s.
Is that the one where he fell on the ground and the eagle's down there with him with the butterfly? Okay.
Yes.
Where he's dancing at the end.
And the butterfly rolls over to him.
Yeah.
And he's stoned.
Here's the weird thing. So Mern ordered him to kill those other butterflies.
Yes.
So do we have like good and bad butterflies? I'm wondering.
That's a possibility too. But that's not. We have that, and like I said, we don't know when he became a butterfly.
Right. He could have became one afterwards.
But yeah. So it's hard to say, dude. I love every character on this show. I love Adebayo talking Vigilante into killing Peacemaker's dad.
That was great. That was great.
Like the most boring character on the show is that Economos dude, like the fat white dude,
Diebeard.
Yeah, Diebeard. Thank you. everybody else, though, I'm just like, what's gonna happen next? I can't. I'm so angry. This isn't something I could binge watch. Like,
you wish it was a Netflix show right now, huh?
yeah, just let me add it. I'm so excited to have something to watch that I'm this excited to watch.
All right, so how many episodes was that? 5?
4.
That was only 4?
Yeah.
Jesus. Not one of them was too long or too, like, drawn out or anything. It was like the perfect amount. Everything flowed.
Yeah, they were all interesting.
It wasn't like Boba Fett where it was like, ugh.
I'm so upset about Boba Fett, man.
Wait a minute. I want to get back to Peacemaker. I'm really.
I tried to segue and
no. This show deserves a little bit more talk. I mean, how about that scene at the bar where she's just trying to drink by herself, but she can't? I'm like, every woman has got to be feeling that, It's like, apparently I just wanted to have a beer, but I can't do that.
Right?
Everybody's hitting on her. It's fucking great. And the relationship between her and John Cena is good. They're gonna hook up in the end, yeah.
I don't know. I don't care. That's not something I'm concerned about. I want to learn more about Harcourt, though. Like, what's her deal? Like I said, I like every character, even like Mern.
The eagle.
Hey, God, I love the eagle.
Eagly's great, man.
So, what did Mern say about his past? Was he like a test tube baby or something? What he Oh, was not. Okay.
Yeah. But it's an interesting.
We don't know Mern's backstory yet. I don't know anything about him.
It's an interesting thing to say, especially in light of the episode where he also talked about how he never expressed feelings before.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's something going on in the background there too. And Rob had I talked to Rob earlier this week. Even after watching the first episode a few times, I didn't realize that Adebayo was what's her name? Waller's Amanda Waller's
daughter.
Yeah. I never heard her say, like, I knew they were related, but I didn't hear her say mom until like the third time I watched the episode. But I'm also deaf because somebody's always screaming in my ear. So yeah, that's a whole thing, and everybody keeps shitting on Waller, and obviously that's Adebayo's like, what the fuck? They're always like, Waller just murders everyone for no reason is basically what they keep saying.
That first fight with that butterfly, that was intense, man. And then he finally puts on that helmet, whatever that was, and then he just stole a bunch of helmets from his dad's and that whatever that quantum fucking room is. They said what it was. I have no idea what that meant.
Right.
But yeah, man, I'm so surprised. Like, this show is great. I love it, and I
can't believe you didn't like the characters. Like, I love the character in Suicide Squad. I can't believe you didn't like.
Well, I didn't hate him. I just was like, well, whatever. But then he got his own show. I was like, okay, really?
He was the standout character to me in that movie, and so when they announced the show, I was like, oh, this is perfect because he's the best character in that movie. So glad he wasn't dead at the end.
Molly's watching Psych again, for like the third or fourth time. And I just watched she fell asleep. It was on last night. There's an episode with John Cena. He was like really young. It was like, I don't know how many years ago. Yeah, he was pretty good. But you could tell it was like one of his first acting chops.
Yeah, I think he's doing a great job acting wise.
He's got a lot of range.
Yeah, more than I thought he had.
Yeah, he's not Dwayne Johnson for sure.
He's all right. He's not going to win an Oscar.
Well, it's not an Oscar-worthy role, but I think unlike The Rock, he has more than one facial expression.
He doesn't just raise his eyebrow. Is that
right? He has more than one delivery of lines. Yeah. And again, James Gunn, really good at taking WWE guys and finding the ones that do everything. Dave Bautista as Drax, like that dude. And Drax obviously is a very monotone character, but you watch Dave Bautista in like Blade Runner, and you see that he's got range too. What's on your phone?
Molly just text. She must have heard me talking because I'm really loud. She just said, "I'm watching that episode right now."
Weird.
I told her she fell asleep, so I just kept watching it. I was like, "Ah, John Cena!" So
Dude.
then I stayed up till like 3:00 in the morning watching that episode. It was great.
When that
Nice.
eagle hugs him, man. I'm
Oh
like,
my God, it's so fucking
this is
funny.
just great. Man.
Maggie's favorite part in the intro, and she's not a fan of the intro. I don't know why chicks don't dig the intro, but the part at the very end where Eagly like takes another step forward to hit his mark, and just like this little step is like these two little steps real quick. He kind of looks down like, oh, I gotta, and it's like it's fucking brilliant.
It's hilarious. I love that goddamn eagle, man. I laugh every time.
If that eagle dies, I'm gonna have a problem.
I can't imagine they do that. James Gunn.
Well,
loves
they already
animals.
teased it earlier, so I don't think they're gonna do it.
So,
when did they tease that?
When that chick blew up, you thought that the eagle had flown away, but you didn't know how far away the eagle had flown. And then that piece of meat dropped from the sky, and for a second I was like, "Oh my God, it was the eagle!" And I was like, "Oh,
right.
Dude, I never thought that. I don't.
Oh,
I think I watch a movie in a total different way you do.
Dude, he flew.
Everybody does.
He flew away right before the thing.
I know what you're saying.
And I'm with Steve. I'm like, oh God, where's Eagly? Like,
I didn't think
that's the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh my God, did the bird get clear?
Right.
I did not think that.
All right, so we got to move on to Boba Fett.
Yeah.
We didn't really get to discuss. I talked to Rob earlier this week about the Power Rangers episode.
Rob, let me hear your thoughts. What'd you think of that?
I thought those were the brightest colors ever in Star Wars history.
Do you like the Millennial Bikers or no?
And it was like slow motion chase.
Yeah.
And what else? And the biggest thing is they can't afford water, but they got some nice improvements to their body, and they got like the nicest looking vehicle in Mos Espa. But they don't have money for water.
Yep.
So I'm a little confused there.
They got
money.
I
don't know.
They're just tired of getting price gouged.
I'm driving a 20-year-old truck that my brother gave me. You know what I mean?
So
none of it makes sense.
But I got money for water. I got my priorities right.
Well, I think to defend that little bit of writing, I would say though that they just don't want to pay for water. But then to also criticize that writing, it's like, why do they need? How are they getting their money? They have all this stuff that they're so quick to take a job with Boba Fett. If they, they're doing these body modifications, they, like Rob said, they have these real nice fucking scooters, little swoop bikes or whatever. Man, that episode was terrible. And then this week was, this week was another slow episode. There's one good part in the whole episode when Chrysanthemum rips that guy's arm off. And then I barely remember the rest of it. Most of it was a flashback again, which I don't care about the Fennec Shand thing.
Oh my
God! I don't care.
The flashbacks, they keep going to the same shot of the back to tank. I was like, you don't have to show this every time. Just go to the flashback.
I've seen more visuals of that tank than I have anything else.
Right.
I'm hoping that when that guy told him that he was fully healed, maybe we're done since we saw how we got
Fennec.
How he got Fennec. We already know how he got his armor back.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's what that means. That the next 4 episodes will be just in the quote unquote present.
Just Vespa races.
No. It's like, and I read somewhere where they're like, I'm all about him having like a cyborg gang, but not that cyborg gang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dude, remember when you showed us the clip of all those scenes of Boba Fett up until now, and you're like, man, he's completely inept. It's like, I don't think anything changed. I'm like, why are you like Fennec Shand was getting him out of all these situations? I was like, can Boba do anything for himself?
Anything?
Like, what happened? He's supposed to be a badass. Like, why?
He got a whole clan of sand people killed.
Yeah, and then he flies his ship right down to the Sarlacc, almost loses the Slave One. I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Right.
what is going on with Boba? And he's like, don't touch that. I was like, if she wouldn't have touched that,
Dead.
you'd be fucking dead. Yeah.
Right.
So sorry if I'm
so-
yelling. It's aggravating.
Yeah. So and last week I mentioned this, but yeah, I'm just at the point now where I'm like, man, I kind of wish I had just seen him in Mandalorian, and then we just didn't see him anymore because I don't know if they're going back because there's like two contingents of Boba Fett. I shouldn't say fans, but there's two schools of thought about Boba Fett. There's my school of thought, which was he's an awesome badass because I was, a 6-year-old kid or whatever, and he looked cool. And then you have other people who are like, dude, he got taken out by a blind guy, so he's worthless. And I feel like they're feeding into that now, kind of like the way Disney feeds into the whole Hawkeye sucks thing with their series. They're feeding into oh no, this guy sucks. So we're going to show you how bad he sucks now. I mean, there's four, but dude, I remember with the first episode, one of the things I said to you guys was, it looks like it's going to be a slow burn. It's a little too fucking slow. It's too slow of a burn at this point. I was hoping for some pickup by now.
Dude, that scene with the kitchen, like, oh my god, dude, like he's
Right?
chasing a little robot around. I was
And
like,
then he says, dude, do you know who I am? I'm like, oh, that's a boomer moment. That's such a boomer moment right there. Why did you say that?
I'm Boba Fett. I'm like,
I'm Boba Fett.
That fucking little droid doesn't care.
And also that voice, his voice gets worse and worse. I just starts wearing on me more and more. But he's like, "Hello."
Yeah, and they know the scene's bad because Fennec's like, "Are you done yet?" It's like, yeah, we're all thinking that. Thank you, Fennec. Once again, the competent one, Fennec Shan. Thank you.
So every week I throw out a piece of Boba Fett memorabilia.
Like, you take a little piece of armor off, like one thing at a time.
I'm just like, God damn it, what is happening? Like, and then at the end, it's always like written by Jon Favreau. I'm like, do you not like Boba Fett? Like, what is happening? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know, dude. There better be some fucking great ending because they are not pulling it together for me.
It's dragging and it's upsetting, and I'm really glad we have Peacemaker though, because man, Peacemaker's just crushing it. I do not look forward to Wednesdays. I used to look forward to the.
Why did he think his armor was in the Sarlacc pit?
Because he was passed the fuck out. Like when his armor got stripped off him, he was passed out when the jaw was.
Okay. Because I thought he got out of it, so he knew he was out.
He did, but I don't think he
was just delirious at that point.
Yeah, I think he was just hazy. He had that acid. He was low on oxygen. So I think he just doesn't remember what happened because again, he was passed out. But yeah, he probably doesn't remember that he was wearing the armor when he got out. So,
okay.
But
who cares?
Right.
I want to see him fly. I just want to see him fly.
I just want to see him do badass stuff, without like Fennec Shan just doing everything for him. Like, Jesus Christ.
Remember that episode of The Mandalorian where they were like all flying and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, Fennec Shan even saved him. She's the one that got him out of the freaking Jabba's palace. She hit that counterweight. Like, dude, she did everything. I'm like, what the fuck? Boba, can you do something, please?
Boba, please.
Are they hitting
what we know you can be?
Are they hitting at the Mandalorian, meeting up with him at the end of that episode? Because they started playing the Mandalorian music, so I was like, what does that mean?
Did they? I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I only watched it once though, so potentially, I guess. I mean, maybe a Mandalorian cameo could help. Like,
you know what would help? A fucking Han Solo cameo at the end of this. That would help. That would help me a lot.
From an 80-year-old fucking Harrison Ford.
No, he's young now.
Harrison Ford is not young.
No, but I'm saying CGI Han Solo because at this time he's still young and he's probably somewhere.
I feel like they wouldn't bother though. If you look at the effects budget spent on that chase, I don't think maybe the effects that's what the effects budget went to.
Yeah, they were saving it. They were saving their effects budget for the last episode when they got to do Han's face.
So yeah, Boba Fett, just better episode. Like the third episode is the worst one easily, but Still, it's just very meh. Everything is like a 5 out of 10 with this show, except for that episode, which was like a 1 out of 10. But it's just very middle. Like, I'm here to see badass shit. Also, stop taking your helmet off, please.
Oh my God, he was holding it in the doorway at that one place. I'm like, just put your fucking helmet on. Like, what's cooler, this or holding it by your side?
Right. And he even said at one point, I'm, less intimidating without my armor. Yeah. So stop showing up without your fucking helmet on, you idiot. Like, leave it on. God damn it. Fuck. It's so, as a longtime Boba Fett fan, to feel so vindicated with Mandalorian season 2 and be like, yes, fucking Boba Fett. And then all of a sudden they're like, they just take it all back. They're like, that was a one-off. He actually sucks. He really does suck. Fuck.
Hey, I'm beginning to see why they didn't show anything in the trailers.
Yeah,
there was nothing to show.
There's nothing to show.
There was nothing to show.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're not going to give anything away in this season. There's nothing to give away. What are you going to show?
They're going to show
the Vespa race.
No, they're going to show him back to tank for like 8 minutes.
Yeah,
that's just it's just always in a back to tank.
Hey, fuck. Episode 3 of Boba Fett or the first 3 episodes of WandaVision? What do you got?
As what? What are you asking?
What do you like better?
Dude, WandaVision at least was creative.
If you say episode 3 of Boba Fett, I got some movies called The Fast and Furious you might want to check out.
At least they were high speed.
I'll take a shotgun in the mouth. Because I would go Boba Fett just because of length. Because the first 3 episodes are too long of WandaVision.
Okay.
So I could at least get through Boba Fett faster.
No, he can't.
I really.
He just will not.
There's got to be something worse than that, Tashawn. We'll keep we'll keep probing him throughout.
3 episodes, and again, it's the Harry Potter thing. 4 movies, 3 episodes of nothing. Stop it! Why are you wasting your money and time on this?
Hufflepuff.
You fucking Hufflepuffs. Typical Hufflepuffs.
All right. Well, so do we give up on Boba Fett? Are we watching next week?
I'm watching every week, dude. It's with a sense of dread now instead of excitement. Especially that episode. The 3rd episode just brought me like,
yeah, me too.
And then this week was just.
No wonder why you guys couldn't shut up about it last week.
Yeah. That's why we're so angry. I
understand now.
Yeah. So we're like, why didn't you watch it? We need to talk about this. This is important.
This last episode had when he killed all those bikers. That was kind of cool when the ship pulled up and just mowed them all down.
Was it?
I like that.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember that happening.
Yeah, because
I was probably on my phone at the time.
Because they left their mark when they killed the Tusken Raiders, so he knew it was them. So he's like, "Fuck you guys."
So what scene was that? I honestly don't remember.
Dude, the slave one comes up from behind the bikers. They're all going through the desert,
and he just mows them down.
I genuinely don't remember that scene.
You don't remember the minigun just killing them all?
No,
I must have been really tuned the fuck out.
That was the only moment I got excited during that episode.
At least it looked good.
Yeah.
I think we just lost Sean.
We just lost Sean.
Wow.
I don't know what that means.
That's his podcast.
This thing's still going, though.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know how to fix this, Rob. What do you mean he's back?
Look on the bottom of your screen. It says Sean Isley.
Oh,
I could hear you guys that
he's
whole
talking,
time.
But he's not.
You can't hear me.
See the little squiggles. It means he's trying to talk.
I don't know why you
There's
can't
noise coming from his mic.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Do we have to?
We have a podcast to do. We keep talking. No dead air.
All right, fuck Sean. So let's talk about the first 4 movies. Harry Potter.
Let's talk about the first 3 episodes of WandaVision.
No.
Let's just watch WandaVision together.
No.
We'll share a screen.
No.
He hasn't texted me, so I don't know.
You can see where his mic is. He's trying to communicate with us.
Can you? I don't know what to do. There's a little
I don't
chat
know.
down here.
You know what's going on though is you can see the timer still on the podcast, so we're still live.
No, he just texted me. Hold on.
So,
I can
all
hear
right, so
and
no-
see you.
yes.
Okay.
we can't
we can't hear you.
tell them it's just me and Steve.
Um,
Oh man.
Yeah. I was waiting. Oh. Okay. Well, he knows, so I don't know what to do. Sean, what do you want to do?
I don't know. Hang on.
Who knows?
Technical difficulties. Technical
So anyway,
difficulties.
So Boba Fett, what do you
I hate to say it, but at least Hawkeye was fresh.
Yeah.
You know. So far, this man, if I gotta watch him ride another bantha or whatever the hell those things are called.
Well, he let it go, so I don't think you have to. Yeah, you don't have to see any more banthas.
Rob, you hush your mouth.
Sean is on the chat now. Sean, what do you want us to do? Do we just end the recording? I don't know.
Sean just texted on our chat. Rob, you hush your mouth. What'd I say?
You're talking about. I'm gonna. Oh, he said he's gonna stop it.
Yeah, I know.